Welcome back, CIS Personal Finance students. It's Mr. Clement, and we are in Time Value of Money, video number 3. We are going to take a look at something called present value. Present value is kind of the opposite of what we've been doing, right? What we've been doing is future value. And future value, we know what we have today, but we want to know with some specific rates and how often it's getting compounded, how much will that grow to down the road? What if we have the opposite information? What if we know the number that we're going to get down the road, but we want to know, well, that's down the road. That's 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 years down the road. I understand due to inflation, I understand due to investing and compounding that a dollar today is not worth the same number 5 or 6 or 10 years down the road. I know what I'm getting down the road. What is it worth to me today? What's a comparable worth today? So as we take a look, that's present value. So here's a story to kind of frame this idea. You know that 5 years down the road, after you've graduated 1 year of high school and 4 years of college, Grandpa's going to give you $10,000. Why? I don't know. I don't know that it matters. Right? But you know 5 years from now, you're going to get 10,000 bucks. So the question is, what's it worth today? Well, we need a little bit more information, just that. We have pieces to the puzzle. We know how far down the road it's going to be. We're going to back that number up to what it's worth today. We know what it's going to grow to. Now, again, not trying to be funny or sarcastic, I'd ask the question, is the number or the answer we're going to be finding 10,000 more or less? I'll let you ponder that for a second. Is it 10,000 exactly? Is it more than 10? Is it less than 10? My hope is you would say it's less than 10, right? Future value is we know we have 10 now. What does it grow to in the future, or a bigger number? We want to say, you know what? It's not worth 10 today because I could invest money today and it would grow to be maybe more than 10,000. So as we look at it here, here's our formula, and it looks really similar to future value. Here is the only thing that changed right here. Present value, we still have the annualized rate, which is going to be adjusted for time, right? So that's one of the pieces of this story we don't know yet. We don't know what interest rate we're comparing it to. We don't know how often if it's getting compounded. So we know that it's 5 years down the road, but again, if it's compounded monthly versus semi-annually, the N per would be different, right? So we don't know these two yet. Right now, payment is 0. Future value is going to be that same $10,000, and type is going to be 0. Right? So again, it's going to look really, really similar. Well, if we're going to say the going rate right now is 4%, right? Because most banks are offering 4% on a savings account. And we know that it's compounded every 4 months, right? Most savings account, they'll calculate your interest, every 3 months, right? Quarterly. So if we use that math, we're going to say, what's the present value of an option that is earning 4% interest every 3 months over the next 5 years, and its future value is going to be 10,000. What's it really worth today? Let's go do some math on that. So I'm going to go to a new sheet, and I'm going to throw my facts out here. The future value is $10,000. We're saying the annual interest rate is 4% annual. We're saying it is compounding quarterly, and our time frame is 5 years, right? 4 times a year for 5 years Well, that calculation is 20 times, right? So present value, 4% annual rate, but we're going to divide it by 4. We're going to do that math 20 times. No leakage, no payment amount. We're dropping in 10 grand. Now, according to the scenario we came up with here, if you got that money today, that money would really be worth almost $8,200, right? The equivalent in today's money, maybe a better way of saying it, the equivalent in today's money is if I took $8,195.44 today, dropped it in a savings account earning 4% interest, they would compound it quarterly. If I waited 5 years, it would grow to $10,000. And we can reverse engineer it and try it that way, right? Future value, 4% divided by 420, payment 0, present value minus 8195.440 within a penny, right? $9,999.99 or $10,000. Right? This will come up in, I'm not exactly sure. There's probably a lot of real world ways to frame this. What if you're given a scenario of, I got a deal for you. I'll pay you $4,000 today, or I'll pay you $6,000 2 years down the road. Which one's a better deal? We're not even getting into the annuities like you won the lottery. That'll be our next video. But that's how you can play and work with this idea. Future value, you know what you know now. Let's go find the future number. Present value, you know what you're going to get down the road. Let's back it up and find out what it's worth today.